Now, let us solve examples in your Y and your JAM and see how easy it is to solve a logarithm question. The first example would be, without using tables, find the numeric value of log 49 base 7 plus log 1 over 7 base 7. Okay, now if you notice the two log, they have the same base and they are adding themselves, so we can reverse the process of the rule of the logarithm that we just learned. So we have, this will result to giving us log 49 times 1 over 7 base 7. So this will now be equal to 49 times 1 over 7 will mean 49 divided by 7. 7 in 49 will give us 7. So that will be log 7 base 7. And if you remember from the first rule, the rule states that log of a number to the same base is 1. So this will give us 1. Now the next question will be simplify log a raised by 1 over 3 base 10 plus 1 over 4 log a base 10 minus 1 over 12 log a raised by 7 base 10. Okay, it's on your screen already, so you know that. Now we have, this will be easy. Since we have all of them in the same base, we can just bring them together. In the same base, they are all in base A. So bring them together. So this will give us log a raised to the power 1 over 3 base 10 plus, just before you bring them together, we realize that we have some numbers behind the log, like of that of log a base 10 and log a raised to the power 7 base 10. We have 1 over 4 and 1 over 12 respectively behind them. So we bring them back, assuming we are doing the reverse process of rule 2. So we are reversing the process by saying log a raised to the power 1 over 3 base 10 plus log a raised to the power 1 over 4 base 10 minus log a raised to the power 7 over 12 base 10. Notice that before we had log a raised to the power 7, but we had 1 over 12 multiplying 7, that would give us 7 over 12. So since there are no coefficients behind the logarithm, now we can bring them together. We'll all have log a raised to the power 1 over 3 times, since they are adding themselves, a raised to the power 1 over 4, and because of that subtraction, we'll divide a raised to the power 7 over 12. This is easy. So multiplying together would yield a raised to the power log a raised to the power 7 over 12 over a raised to the power 7 over 12 base a. So since they are the same, that will give us log 1 base a, and log 1 base a would give us log 1 base 10, log 1 base 10, log 1 base 10 will give us 0. Now note that log of 1 to any base is 0. Log of 1 to base 10 is 0. So the next question will be to find n if log 4 base 2 plus log 7 base 2 minus log n base 2 is equal to 1. This is a JAM question. Here, we can operate the log that doesn't have n together. That would mean that we have log 4 times 7 base 2 minus log n base 2 equal to 1. In this case, this will give us log 4 times 7. 4 times 7 will be 28. Log 28 base 2 minus log n base 2 is equal to 1. So now, this is going to be tricky, but you will understand it. You bring the 1 to this other side, collect like terms, basically collect like terms. So collecting like terms, we're having log 28 base 2 minus 1 equal to log n base 2. So log 28 base 2 minus 1 can also be written as log 28 base 2 minus log 2 base 2. This is the same thing as the first rule in logarithms, where you have log of a number to the same base as equal to 1. Okay, so that will result in giving us log 28 base 2 minus log 2 base 2 equal to log n base 2. So because the log are subtracting themselves, would apply the rule that states that they will have to divide, you will divide the number. So that will be log 28 divided by 2 base 2 equal to log n base 2. So 28 divided by 2 is 14. That will be log 14 base 2 equals to log n base 2. So because we have log 14 base 2 left hand side and log n base 2 at the right hand side, we can just oppose their numbers. So that means that n is equal to 14. That's easy. Okay, the next question will be, if 2 log x, if 2 log 3 raised to power 3 whole number 3 over 8 base x is equal to 6, find the value of x. Is on the screen. And this is a practical y question. It's a practical y question. In this case, the first thing to do will be to divide by 2, both sides by 2, so that we remove that 2 beside there. So in that case, we'll be having log 3 whole number 3 over 8 base x equal to 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3. Equals to 3. Now, in this case, from the third rule, this will give us 3 raised to 3 whole number 3 over 8 will be equal to x cube. Okay, so that would be 27 over 8 is equal to s cube. So since s cube is equal to 27 over 8, so that would be x will be equal to the cube root of 27 over 8. So now x will be, the cube root of 27 is 3, then the cube root of 8 is 2. So x is equal to 3 over 2. I hope with these few examples, you're able to understand the rules of logarithms. Thank you.